Hi and welcome to Penser Bank and our analyst presentation of MAHA Energy. My name is Markus Almerud and I'm an analyst here at the bank. So MAHA Energy is an upstream oil and gas producer with assets in Brazil, the US and Oman. We have a fair value range of 24 to 26 Swedish krona compared to the current share price of around 12. So the investment case rests on three pillars. Firstly, we see a sharp increase of volumes in coming years. Secondly, with the sharp fall of upstream oil and gas capex, the probability of a supply crunch is quite high, and this should keep oil prices high. And thirdly, there is a significant gap between earnings and the share price developments, which we think is partly because of the continuous disappointments in Brazil. So we are talking today because of the recent changes in ownership and the board of directors. So at the end of September, the Brazilian investment company Starboard bought 10% of the shares from Qualitena, previously the largest shareholder. And since then, they have bought at least another 2% in the market. Now, Starboard has a background in oil and gas in Brazil. For example, they created 3R, which is a company that bought Petrobras assets, they developed them, and then they floated them on the stock exchange. And Starboard has also recently suggested to an EGM that they would take 3 out of 6 seats on the board of directors, including the chairmanship. So let's talk a little bit about MAHA's Brazilian assets. So with a value of 22 krona per share at a long-term oil price of $55 per barrel, the T field in Brazil accounts for the lion part of the value in MAHA in our calculations. So the cost base here is superb, with long-term cost of $5.5 per barrel, and we have expected the volumes to rise. But there has been continuous disappointments and delays in the drilling as well as in these existing wells, which has caused the company to reduce guidance both this year and last year. And on the back of these disappointments, the share has failed to reflect the rising earnings trend, and the gap between earnings and the share price have continued to rise. So what would change this? We think that execution on Brazil is key. The volumes must accelerate. And this is where Starboard comes in. So we think that the problems in Brazil are mechanical rather than geological. It's about equipment and rigs. And hence, Starboard could help to put MAHA in front of the queue. As volumes come up, we think the share will respond positively, and as a next step, we would expect MAHA to start looking at further assets around the T field and around Tartaruga. So we think here that Starboard could really make a difference. It's very exciting times. Thank you.